And so we reconvene on the Sept of the Red Branch, where Maeve has been trying, with a comical amount of failure, to find her packmate. Not the not the sulky one. She knows where he is. Sullen old Sean, old reliable. He's right here. Kara would be easy to find. Kara tends to follow her around all the time. Real easy find, if you think about it. No big deal. Seamus, however, is a mystery wrapped in an enigma. And Maeve has been poking around, and, as she goes about her things all day, has been just kind of keeping an eye out. Like, surely she'll see him, or, she'll stumble across him, or he'll be back at the dorms, or, at the fire hall for dinner? No? Okay. Well, she looks, and she looks, and she goes to clearing, and she goes to one of the walls, checks at the gate, walks around, takes the farmer's path, has a good old walk of it. And finally, despairing, and for some reason not thinking at all to use the pack link, because that would be fucking easy. That's just cheating. She proceeds to walk back into the whole dorm area, and heading towards Seamus's room, probably even knocking on it at first, hopefully. Should he not answer, we'll just cast a glance back over her shoulder, calling out to Sean, "Does anyone know where Seamus keeps those juice boxes?" And try the handle. Because if that doesn't make him magically fucking appear, she quits.
So, I am unmuted. Good. So you kind of look back to Sean. You've raised the question. Does anyone know where he keeps those juice boxes? And all you hear from behind you is just.
Never mind. Found him. Turns back around, trying not to laugh, because why did that work? Why did it work so well?
He just stood there with one in his hand, the straw in his mouth, just slipping away at it.
I even knocked.
I know, I heard you.
You didn't answer.
I did, I'm right here.
It took you until I threatened to take your juice boxes to answer.
No, you just turned around to the left rather than the right.
Oh.
Oh yeah, peripheral vision and all.
I have both eyes.
But then to fucking use him then.
Oh.
Start right here.
Well, yes. Yes, you are.
Yeah, aye, that's what I am. Right here.
I saw some really crazy stuff and I want to tell you all about it. Oh my god. That little stiff-lipped expression of, I'm not going to laugh. I'm not going to do it.
Okay. So what, you want to tell me here now? Or do you want to go somewhere else, Go for a walk, or just go into my room and have a little sit down and talk? Or you just, pick your poison.
Should probably stick around here as much as I like walking.
Oh, yeah. It just kind of like nods to himself like,
yeah. She lowers her voice a little bit, does the little lean in. I think the Wormfoe doesn't want me to freak people out by talking about things that I can't prove I saw and heard, so I probably shouldn't walk around talking about them where people might hear and freak out.
Alright, fine. Just opens the door.
There's just kind of like that, the so tensely withheld, like the little, just because he draws it out so long. Oh, thanks. And yeah, she will slide in.
Yeah, he follows you in. His dorm, I don't know how these set up, but now I'm going to create a mental fucking image of how they're set up. So this is how they are. Fuck you, Tona.
As far as I know, everyone has like a little dorm room, like little bedroom.
Yeah, exactly. And it's exactly that. It's as basic as you first moved into your own. There is very little personalization going on in here. Like there's a bag, that's cool. Pretty sure the wardrobe's open. That you can see clothes are on it. They definitely weren't ironed by him. I mean that's fucking obvious. But it's just it's ridiculously basic. It's got a few bits and pieces, but most of it, like the bag, is just kind of on one of the chairs, one of the very few chairs in this place, and it's got a lot of stuff in it, just by how much tension's around it, but it's not open.
Yeah, she steps in, and there's like the quick glance around to like survey what she's walking into, and I'm not gonna lie, this is the very last thing Maeve could have ever expected. And she just kind of stops dead after a second and is just kind of looking around at the blank walls and are those the blankets that were on all the beds when they moved in? She's pretty sure they are, and there's nothing in here. And just looking around and blatantly confused. Finally looks back at him. Do you spend any time in here at all?
I spend a bit of time in here. I mean, I'm not here all the time. I've got to be out there, aren't I?
I mean, we all do, but you don't even have, I don't know, not even a single picture or, I don't know, a rug or even one of your own blankets.
No.
Blink. Okay.
I have a house, Maeve. I'm literally paying for a house.
I know, just, I don't know. I expected the feminine touch to reach this far, I guess.
The
Like looking
touch.
around.
What are you trying to say? I'm feminine now. Puts his hand on his hip.
No, I'm saying you have a girlfriend, and the feminine touch, bringing up home to life, that whole thing. I don't know. I thought maybe she would have sent things with you or something to liven the place up when you're not home. Or that you would have, like, I don't know, splattered paint on the walls or something.
To be honest, I didn't want to piss anybody off by painting it like bright pink or some shit.
See, I would have been ready for bright pink. This is kind of eerie.
This is eerie.
Mm-hmm.
All the things I say and do, this is what scares you. Fucking Jesus, I'm gonna try harder.
This
Or
is
not try at all,
the
it
scariest
seems.
possible thing. You're made of personality, and this room doesn't have any of it. I don't know. Maybe even like a shell on the desk? Something.
Why would I put a shell on the desk?
So it's where you could see it. I don't know.
But
Paperweight?
I've always got them with me. She just kind of reaches into his back pocket, and the shell chain that is tied to the loop for the back of his the belt loop. That pulls it out, jingles it a bit.
It's a bit of a grin. Most people can't find many things to do with shells, so they just lay them somewhere where they could see them.
I can tell you now, she's quite adaptable.
I remember. She seemed very enthusiastic. I seem to remember a lot of decorations at the house.
Yeah, plenty. At the house. The house that I'm paying for. A lot of money to pay for. Literally all my money. I'm broke.
Have you ever slept here?
Why'd you ask?
Because I'm nosy.
Well, that's for me to know and for you to find out.
I mean, what am I supposed to do? Spy on you inside your own room?
I mean, that'd be cool. Some of the things you'd see would be too pleasant, but
I mean, that implies you'd at least be here enough for me to see something weird. Little bit of a lead, eh?
How do you know I'm not here?
She pauses, looks around, taps her chin thoughtfully. No socks on the floor. Dead
Don't put
giveaway.
socks. I don't put socks on the floor. They go straight in the wash basket.
What wash basket? Like
Wash
looking
basket.
around.
The wash basket back at my house. You know, where my girlfriend does all my washing for me because she likes washing.
Meaning that you probably only change out of your clothes there, and thus probably don't sleep here unless you're sleeping in all of your dirty clothes.
I have a shirt here, thank you very much. It opens the wardrobe. There is a shirt.
Is it literally just one shirt?
There, I say a shirt for a reason.
You do have one whole shirt, I guess, in case you spilled some sauce on yourself at lunch. I don't know.
Exactly that.
So you don't sleep here?
I do sleep here.
When?
When I'm tired enough on set to sleep here.
What, like take a nap? It's not the same as sleeping.
Oh, what? What's the difference?
One implies sleeping the night, as opposed to napping, which is kind of just dropping out for an hour or two at any given time.
I sleep here.
There's a little bit of a squint.
I've got to.
Playfully.
I can't leave the sept all the time.
Just most of the time?
A good portion of the time.
She finally just shrugs.
What?
I was just curious.
Oh, yeah. See,
I don't see very much of you.
Just poking in. Maybe you could maybe because you don't look hard enough.
Or maybe because you're not anywhere nearby.
Well, you never see you need me.
That's true.
Don't need me babysitting you now, do you, Maeve? I mean, Cara follows you around enough. Do you want me following you around as well?
The conga line was something.
Do you want me to follow you around as well? Is that it? Because I could do that.
We could end up with an even longer conga line. You know, if they have to conga line 2 people, it's twice the conga line.
You think I'm not going to be part of that conga line?
Not for a second.
Damn right.
Again, it's just the big bright smile. She finally just sits on the edge of his bed because, well, his bag's in the only chair. Though I have been finding ways to get into trouble.
No, that does not surprise me. Out of the 4 of us, one of us had to be getting in trouble, and I was only getting in trouble than not being caught.
At least they didn't do it alone?
Well, now it depends what kind of trouble you're talking about.
There's a little bit of a the kind where I nearly get killed by, I don't know, things that shouldn't be here and see things that probably haven't been here for generations. And on the bright side, the O'Brien Tower is beautiful. Rubs the back of her hair.
So I'm going to go out to the guess and say you went wandering around an old spooky ruin and found an old spooky ghost in the spooky ruin.
Well, I mean, I didn't go wandering. Daniel showed it to me. He said it was really interesting in the Umbra. And it is. There are glyphs and runes and things there that are sold that even the right master can't really translate them perfectly.
Right.
There's symbols for Luna, for Helios, for Stag. There's symbols for the auspices. And when I go in there, in the Umbra, they glow. Well, certain ones do.
Huh. Alright.
So, the first time Daniel showed it to me, we went out there, and a couple odd things happened, but I mean, have you heard the rumors about the weird noises out on the cliffs?
Give me a perception empathy.
Oh boy!
I'm gonna roll manip because that could make his face fucking change.
Aha! I will try. Difference is, I'm not going to get my pure read on this roll.
Oh shit, I do, don't I?
Yep, that is a social die.
And I have noble heritage, so does that work too?
I mean, I have it too, but in theory, yes.
I mean, I don't really care for it. I care for the flavor, not the actual effect. So I want to roll it. I ain't gonna use it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Roll.
I won't either. How about that? We'll make it even.
Where you fucking rolling, Katie?
I in the rights for some reason. I
Yeah,
felt like
nice.
that was.
I'm gonna roll here. Oh shit. It's fine. Want to keep that roll?
Hmm?
Do you want to keep that roll? You're re-rolling.
Fuck it, I'll keep it.
All right. So yeah, you mentioned screaming on the cliffs, and you know what? He's good. Oh, he's good. Very good. The face barely changes. I mean, it does, but it's kind of like as usual. It's kind of motionless, whatever he normally does, the fidgeting and whatever. But that you kind of catch it. Maybe it's the further nose, but the slight, the smirk is cut off for that half a second. But there's something there.
You did hear about it.
Hear about what?
Oh, Daniel said people hear noises out on the cliffs all the time. Some people think it's an animal screaming or crying. Some of them just hear animal noises or think it's a person screaming, but
All right. So what have you heard then?
oh, at first I thought it was an animal scream. The first time I heard it, as we were, walking in with all the fog, but the second time I heard it, and it was kind of weird and distorted, but it was like a horn. Like some weird, I don't know, bugling horn.
That's all you've heard.
What do you mean?
Is that I'm just asking, is that it? Is that all?
I mean, the first time?
And the second time?
Well, the second time, I brought Nula with us to show her what happens because, the symbols glow, but when I touch people from different auspices, their auspice symbol glows too. And she read me what was written on the wall, part of it. And I got you. She kind of like ducks her head a little bit. You remember when that memory, that it wasn't ours, but it was a memory, right?
Yeah.
It was kind of like that. I saw something crawling up over the cliff out the window. But it wasn't there right then. It was like watching a memory of it crawling up, climbing over the cliffs. Some
What they look like?
kind of monster.
I mean, I guess it was going to be a monster, but come on,
It was really foggy, but
humanoid,
yeah.
kind of. See things. Any armor?
It was. She kind of pauses and tips her head a little bit because it kind of says to herself it was like it was coming up to fight. I don't remember if it had a particular kind of armor. I just know it came up like bearing weapons, like laying siege over the cliff.
Weapons? What kind of weapons?
I
Axe? Sword?
don't remember.
Shield? That's all you know, right?
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
from that part of it,
And
then I heard the noise again.
screams.
Mm-mm.
Oh?
It was a horn. It's twisted and it echoes funny and it can sound like screaming, but I'm sure it's a horn. And I heard there was this ship that not long ago had been lost at sea near the cliffs. And so I stepped outside and you're in the Umbra, so the fog was there. And I spoke to it. And I asked if it knew about the horn blower. And it asked if I wanted to see what they'd left behind. It said it would show me. I said yes. And I thought it was just going to, like looking through a pool, but it didn't. It gathered me up, and the next thing I know, Seamus, I was out past the cliffs. The spikes of land that stick up out in the water. The very, very furthest one, the fourth one. I was there, up above the water, and I saw the ship.
And that's everything.
No, I could still hear the horn blowing, and there was a storm gathered around the ship. I could hear. It must have been stuck on the rocks. I could hear the metal screaming too. But once I'd seen it, the fog took me back, but it didn't take me all the way back to the tower. It dropped me on the road. The footpath. I've only walked it maybe twice, and it took me a second to remember which way to go. And I started walking back to the tower, and then I heard something in the fog. And it was like bestial snarling noises. And I turned around, and there was something there the size of one of us in Hispo. And I don't think it must not have been able to see me. I kept steadily backing away as it was moving forward. But it didn't ever lunge. It didn't ever seem to look straight at me. But I saw it. And the noises it made was like... You ever wonder what High Tongue must sound like to the kinfolk?
Yeah.
It was like that. I swear it was talking. There were others. I could hear them too, on either side. But I don't think they could see me in the fog. And there were other noises, like... You ever wonder what, like, the horrible chattering noises are that, like Lord of the Rings goblins would make? Like, weird and kind of human sounding, but not at all.
Mm-hmm.
I heard those too. And I saw these big wolves, and I managed to not panic and run, because they would have heard me. But I avoided them. I got back to where Daniel and Nuala were. But I don't know how, because I never saw people. I just saw the wolves. But there was a flag. I don't know how they were carrying it, but there was. Here, she actually starts digging, pulls out a piece of paper and unfolds it, displays it out for him. They had a flag. And it's a very kind of primal, very sharp image of a front-facing wolf's face with a circle around it that almost looks like an oversized collar shape, but with spikes coming off of parts of it. Very jagged, very, like, it's very asymmetrical. They had that.
All right, stand up.
Stands up,
Up.
just blinks.
Go over there. Stand on that side of the room.
Okay,
Okay. Turn around.
okay,
Turn around. Face the wall. Go on, face the wall.
okay.
You can hear the rustling. I mean, it's pretty simple. You know what the sound of like lifting a mattress sounds like, and the slats. There's paper. You can hear sounds of paper being rustled and stuff, and things tapping together. And it sounds like plastic and stuff. The bed, the thump of the mattress landing down on the wooden slats. All right, just keep facing that way.
Oh, she straightens up a little.
Don't turn around.
Okay.
And you hear some more clattering, and some of the cupboards are opened, and so bits and pieces are taken apart, stuff like that. That you can hear like spreading something out, like he's spreading out paper. All right, turn around.
Okay. She does, curiously, quirking the chin around before she even gets turned.
So you turn around, and kind of in jigsaw pieces. So it's been cut and torn apart. Is effectively what looks like a very large, massive piece of paper. It's effectively a map. You can see where it's been folded and all that. So it kind of, you can see the folds there all make sense, but then it's kind of like folded again. So it'd be kind of hard to put it back together a little bit if you didn't kind of really know.
Mm-hmm.
I think it just kind of slots it all together, and it shows. I mean, if you recognize it, the coastal side of the closed village, and he points at a segment on the cliff. It's a big. It's got a little crudely drawn boat on it. That's where the boat is.
She kind of leans in to look, and she looks to see if there's marks for those little juts out in the water.
Yep.
And yeah, okay, 1, 2, 3, yeah, right here.
Yep. Oh no, I know. Because I also heard a lot about that things, and I've been looking into it. I found out quite a fair bit.
I just saw that it was there.
I don't know. That's fine. That's good. That's all. So well,
Has the storm been there the whole time?
The what?
Oh, there was a storm around it.
That I don't know. I haven't been out there. I just know it's there.
Oh.
Now, what I know is that, well, I got a map, so I like this map. It's my map. It's my secret map that I hide in here. So shush.
Okay.
That's why it's so bare, because to throw people off. There's nothing in here. Well, barely there is. There's lots of stuff in here. I'll just hide it all.
Oh.
Yeah. No juice boxes in here, though, so don't bother looking.
There's probably a tentative little bit of a grin.
So, as he basically just cracks his knuckles, points at where the shipwreck is. That is where I believe the shipwreck is. I haven't seen it myself, but that's where I've got solid information that it is. Now, there is a lovely set of steps, as he points to it, a little bit closer to it, on the cliffside, that wind all the way down towards the sea.
Oh.
At the bottom of there is a boat. Now that boat, I want to say, I can't remember exactly. I'm going to have to ask again. But there's a boat around there called the Terminator.
The Terminator?
Yeah, the Terminator. I know, I was surprised as well. Something to do with the Terminator like that. I don't really know. I need to double check that. It threw me off a little bit. But there's a boat from here to here, as he points from the cliff's edge to the islands, that is travelled quite often. Nobody else goes on it. apart from our lovely friends that carry that beautiful flag that you found.
Oh.
Now, from what I understand,
Suddenly her interest turns to, oh.
that I don't know what they're doing up there. I don't know what it is, and I don't. Okay, I kind of know what it is, but.
Oh, well, what kind of is it?
Oh, that's I'm getting to it, Maeve. So what I know, so what they are. So that symbol, that symbol represents an old group of Fomori. Imagine dating back before spiral dances were a thing.
Yeah, Fomorians, right?
Fomorians. They're known as the Volhag.
Are there multiple kinds?
That's the people that follow that banner. It's on the Volhag. I know the name and I know the banner.
Okay.
I've heard of it. Now, there are like raiders, early island raiders around, Ireland and a bit of England and all that. That's where they come from. So they know that, and I imagine they disappeared for a time.
Are they the ones that originally attacked?
I
Like
don't know.
long ago?
It could be. I don't know. I don't know too much about them. But what I do know what they're doing is that flag has been spotted. Well, that banner has been spotted on those cliffs, and screams. Screams could be the horn, like you said. But what I do know is that they've been carrying bodies onto this boat and taking them to that island out there.
Taking them to the island?
Yeah. And I say bodies, live people in body bags.
Seamus, how do you know that?
Because I'm very good at my job.
You've seen it?
What?
You've seen it?
I have a strong source that I trust entirely
Okay.
that's seen all of this.
So, live people.
I
What are they doing with them?
don't know. All I know is that they walk along the cliffs and they go down these steps towards a boat. That boat then goes to these islands, and that's where they take them, and they come back, and then they disappear onto the island, onto the cliffs again. Now, there's something to do with the shipwreck as well. The shipwreck that went missing a while ago. They say it was lost at sea. It's not. It's on the cliff's edge. It's in the bottom of the cliff. It crashed.
Yeah, it's here.
It's there. It's there on the Tellurian as well. It is there. It's not just Umbral. It's actually there. Now I don't know how it got there or what, because they say it was lost the other side. A while far away.
I heard that the last time someone had seen it, it was. I think she's like tipping her head at the map. It was coming, around this part of the cliffs, and then it was gone.
Hey.
I thought someone had spotted it somewhere out here. So she kind of shrugs.
Oh, but it's there. I am 98% sure. I'll have to see it for my own eyes to be 100%, but you know what I mean. But yeah, that's what that is, and it's something I was meaning to bring up. I just wanted solid information before I go saying all this shit, because, like you said, it could cause quite a lot of panic.
I told the Wormfallen. I think she believes about the boat. I think a couple of us are supposed to go check it soon. Go and see what we find in person. But when I told her about the horns, she kind of shrugs. A lot of people have heard the screaming, but no one seems to have heard that it's a horn. And I mean, I understand why that would panic people. The things written in the tower. It talks about, if I understood what she was saying right, it talks about the Fomorians coming back.
Well, if that's true, then look. I'd say they're back.
It talks about them coming to attack the island again, like they did back in the ancient times.
Well, these Fomorian are definitely ancient, and they carry a very ancient banner.
Seamus, have you met anyone? You know how, I'm tied to the moon and you've got what you've got. Have you met anyone who's tied to the sun?
No, don't think I have.
The tower, I think it's supposed to give blessings. You need someone of every auspice, but it's not just something that's tied to me. I think Drust could stand in as the one tied to Stag, but we don't have anyone tied to the sun. And we need all three. I'm sure we need all three to get what we need.
I don't know how it works with Stag, but I mean, I could work for that, maybe.
You might. We could check it out. If you'll come with me, maybe if you heard the horn, she'd believe me. It's just I keep seeing and hearing things, and it's not that they're wrong, but...
Hold on a minute. You think I don't believe you?
Well, not that, but...
Dave, I believe every word you just said to me. Why would I not?
I know, and I don't think she thinks I'm lying, but it's hard to tell when it's real and when it's not. And after all the things I've seen, I don't blame her for wanting to have more than one person say they heard it.
No.
And we could see if you activated the tower, and we could see if you heard the horn. Because I think if anyone would hear it, it would be you.
I'm not going to be against it. Like I said, I've been working on this shit for a couple weeks. Trying to just get something solid, But I've just been bogged down with so much shit, I haven't had time to talk to people about it.
Yeah, she nods. Looks a little distracted, but nods. Oh, I get it. I've never had to talk to Fog before, but Seamus, you've heard more of the old stories from home than I have. What does the Fog ever want? What does it do besides, be a normal fog? Because if we're gonna go back out, it'd be really nice if the Fog made sure they didn't see us again. If they're there.
I don't know. I'm no good with the spirit stuff, honestly.
It's a bit of a playful little smile and a shrug.
I mean, if it needs killing, I can do that. I'm more than happy to fight it. I'll raise fisticuffs. I don't give a shit.
Well, you are the weapon.
Damn fucking right I am.
Oh, it sounds silly, but it's a lot like thinking of if you were going to listen to an old fairy tale where the Fog was a person. What would that person want? What would they do? And it's a lot like that. It's like fables. It's just putting it all together based on the way the stories always go, because spirits are what people believe they are. I'm just trying to think. I don't know many stories where the Fog plays a large part, but here, it's always here. And it's confusing. muddles sounds, muddles your vision, but I can't imagine if the fog was a person, what would it ask for? And I promise it's a lot better if you have a plan instead of making a deal on the spot, because they tend to ask more.
Well, yeah. That that's your thing. That's your diggy. Because you're the one that plans ahead. I'm the one that plans on the spot.
I'm really bad at planning ahead for the most part.
I'm really bad at planning on the spot, but look how it works out for me.
I'd say we're doing pretty good for being pretty bad at it.
No, definitely. So I don't want to hear that selling yourself short, because if you're selling yourself short, that's no fucking good now, is it? Just because you can't figure it out now doesn't mean you got to be, old mopey teenager about it.
I'm a mopey teenager
You're
about
being
it.
a mopey teenager about it.
You're a mopey teenager about it.
I might be. But you better believe that when something goes south in the heat of the moment, I'm going to have a fucking plan. And then that plan might be completely insane, but that's why it's going to work. It's worked twice now. It's worked quite well twice.
It definitely worked pretty well last time.
I
Though
did.
I was worried.
Good.
You stayed out cold for a long time.
I did.
I was really worried.
Yeah, I passed out with excitement that my plan worked.
She properly cracks on that one, because god damn it. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I just fainted. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe it. Oh. That's it. That's exactly what happened.
You know what? I like this version. I'll make sure everyone knows.
Yeah, damn right.
Just fainted dead away in excitement.
Yeah, exactly. But as for the cliffs, what's going on there? In reality, we need to take a look properly.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, I know bits and pieces from what I figured out. I'm pretty sure I could find out a few more things, but unless I see it with my own eyes and we go there properly and we have a good look around, there's only so much we can do.
So, go sometime when the tide's out. Less waves, easier to get down.
I'll get back to you on that. Because if I can get away where I know what time. If I can figure out when they're going down the steps, we can go down a time when they're not there.
Okay.
Because I could do that.
I would love it if you would do that. I would love
I'm telling
to.
you that. Like a
Walk right into
schedule. Like when they fuck off to go do whatever they do.
them.
We sneak in down the back.
She kind of grimaces.
What?
Well, he says when they go to do what they're going to do, just get more people.
Well, yeah, that's why we're going to stop them. We're going to remove them from this earth and purge every last thing that they ever did. There'll be nothing left of them. There'll be nothing but dust.
Good. Because I don't know what to do if they come over the cliffs.
What do you think I am? Do you think I take half measures, Maeve?
No.
They will be dust under my feet. Because I am an O'Callaghan. I'm not just any O'Callaghan. It's just a full, sassy head wobble.
She finally starts to grin because, she loves this part.
I am Seamus O'fucking Callahan. Black stag runs through my fucking veins. They're gonna fucking know it.
Good. We'll do it.
Dust, I'm telling you. Dust.
Nothing but dust.
Dust. And then we'll make the dust even finer, but smashing it up and stuff.
That sounds pretty good.
Ah. But first we gotta figure it out.
Oh, there was, are they people shaped? Like humanoid?
Who?
The Fomorians are like
Oh, the
They're-
Volhag. Oh,
Yeah.
yes, I know they like people.
Those wolves. There's at
Mhm.
least 2 packs of them.
That's all right. It's all a numbers game. That's right, we'll figure it out.
Do you think they change like we do?
It could be. Well, in the last few thousand years, there has been a few additions to their ranks, so anything's possible at this point.
I guess.
But that's why you gotta get creative.
Should probably try to go during the day. Apparently, all that stuff on the cliffs, weird things come out at night.
I'm definitely not going down there at night. What do you think I am? I might be ballsy, but I'm not fucking insane. Jesus Christ.
I don't know. Maybe you would have thought it was more sneaky.
It probably is more sneaky, but then it's also hiding in plain sight, Maeve. No, I'd much prefer to go down to the spooky cliffs on a lovely sunny day, where the sun is shining, the birds are tweeting, there's a bit of a breeze. It'd be much more pleasant than the dark, stormy night. Lots of rain, fucking rain, and more rain.
It's always raining.
I know, it's Ireland. What do you expect?
I didn't expect this much rain.
Fucking tourist.
Grew up in New York.
Yeah, tourist.
And when you look at photos and videos, they don't take those while it's raining. How was I supposed
Tourist.
to know?
You fucking tourist.
I'm not
Sorry?
a tourist, I'm an immigrant. Sticks her tongue out.
Well, yeah, but still. Until I see you start taking a picture.
What?
I don't think. Nothing. I know. We'll wait and see when you start taking pictures. If you pull the full tourist pose, like legs outstretched wide, as you're focusing on your shot, you could turn the camera around and take a few snaps and.
What's wrong with taking pictures?
Nothing. But you could spot a tourist.
By how they take a picture?
Yeah. Especially Americans.
Really?
Huh? Oh yeah, and the Chinese. Funny enough, but
You'd think they were kind of distinctive regardless.
Wow.
What?
Okay. Nothing.
She just throws on a look like, really? You're gonna get on
What?
about this, like the look?
Oh, dude, I'm just gonna say. What
I mean, I imagine the Americans do too. Don't they all wear fanny packs? I've heard of this, points.
A bum bag.
We call them fanny packs.
No. We call them bum bags.
Grins.
They call them fanny packs. Sure ain't living in New York now, are you, Maeve?
No.
No. It's a bum bag.
A bum bag.
It's a bum bag.
Oh, God, Oh. Daniel taught me another one. Taught me
What?
what you call playing hooky.
What, skiving?
Oh, no, he used a different one. I've heard that one before. It was going on the hop or something?
Oh, good on the hop. Yeah.
Yeah. She kind of grins like this is the best thing she's ever learned.
But on a serious note, I'll figure some shit out about what I can find, and then we'll need to plan and go down there. But I also found some other stuff out as well.
Like what?
Oh, there's people being murdered and all.
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh, points. Oh, was one of them in
Barna Woods.
Was it the woods?
Aye, Barna Woods. Body found.
Oh. When I took Nula to the tower, she said that she was gonna go check out
Randall Park.
Shit. Oh, I cursed. But she said she was gonna go look at a body, and I told her I had something to show her too, and she said I should show her first, so we did. And I don't know. I hope she actually had a chance to go out there, and I didn't mess her up.
So, from what I know, there's two things that have been linked, quite ritualistic. Barnard Woods is one of them. Merlin Park's another. Two bodies just appearing a little bit ritualistically. Yeah, they died. It could mean something. I don't overly think it's linked to these guys, but it's definitely something else. It's old, two Merlin Park and Barnard Woods. They're old places, very old. Now, I've been mainly. I want to go to the library because I want some dates. That can line up, see if there's anything that matches.
She kind of jerks her thumb. The McTigers do have a library.
I know, that's where I'm going.
Oh.
Mainly for dates. Like, I know I could just I need to go and ask the Galliards. Oh, yeah, I should go and ask the Galliards, but I wanted like specific dates in the timeline what things match up. Or if anything jumps out.
When did they die?
So the Merlin Park was 3 months ago. Body was found hung up in Merlin's Castle. And then Barnard Woods was like a week ago.
3 months ago. What, like at the first of the month?
I don't know. Can't remember. Think so. Maybe. Don't know.
Like,
I have to find the paper again.
Oh God, I hope they didn't do it on Beltane.
Could have been.
Yeah, Beltane's at the beginning of May, and then
Let me double check my shit.
and then she squints thoughtfully. No, that wouldn't be a solstice or an equinox. Where are they? Boop. God damn it, why? This is why I ended up doing this. Making me research and shit. Enjoy this loading screen. As I obsessive compulsively. No. Go away, Henry. Graveyard. 2 point. Where are my rights? Because I actually marked the dates on them like a smart cookie. Seasonal. Oh. Lunasa. It would have been Beltane and Lunasa. If it
Quite
was
possibly.
the very beginning of May and the very beginning of August.
Quite possibly. something that came up and it just was weird, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm looking into that as well. I've been busy. You know what? I'll just sit around all day.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think. Because there's Midsummer in between. I wonder if there's a third that they haven't found.
Maybe.
It's not like they're doing it on opposites because the opposite to Beltane is Samhain. So
That's why I've got to go to find out some dates, and if there's a third place, but if there's a link between these two places, and there's a third place, then potentially there's a third body.
Mhm.
So you know, it's just one of those things. Which
Well.
it is grim, but the sooner we stop it, the sooner,
The more we find out, the sooner it stops.
Exactly.
And
See, I've been a busy little bee.
and more dust.
More fucking dust, eh?
Yeah. Do you know anyone who got anywhere near either of those?
Nope.
There's a little bit of like the almost sulking from like, oh,
What?
what you?
I read the paper. That's how I know about him.
Well, I don't know. You said you had someone who saw the
I did.
Fomorians, so
I did. I have a very strong contact.
you really should let the Wormphone know. What did you call them again?
Oh, the Volhag.
Yeah.
Well, I plan to. I've just been busy. By that I mean Thomas had been around to see Tona properly.
That's legit. I'm in a pinch. You could be like, I fucking Blue Book. I report this, blah. But hopefully we will do it this week.
But one of the main things I wanted was actually run it by you guys before I go around screaming and telling people.
I mean, that's always nice. I can let Sean know for you if you're going to be busy. Or, now that I think about it, which I probably should have tried before, the juice box tactic. I mean, she taps the side of it, we're always here.
I know that, but it's something I'd rather do in person because the map is a very good aid for this kind of thing.
It is a very nice visual aid. Did you make this, or?
Of course I did.
And then you tore it all up?
Yes.
Okay.
Can't have people finding my things now, can I?
Okay.
What?
Do you have the tower marked? She leans in.
Just the what?
Do you have the tower marked?
That's on a different map.
What?
Oh, yes.
She turns to look skeptically. You have the tower marked on. What else is marked on that map?
Well, it's the same map, but it's different.
Doesn't have a boat joint on it.
So he walks over to the ripped pieces of map. He just kind of so some of the middle pieces he just swaps over slightly and flips them over and rotates them. And lo and behold, there's now 2 more crosses on the map.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh.
Huh?
Wait. So if this is O'Brien's tower, what's that one?
Is what?
If this is O'Brien's tower, what's that one? Or is neither one O'Brien's tower?
No, I don't have O'Brien's tower. That's Merlin's tower. We're down here. It's miles away. And that's Barna Woods, next to Barna.
Oh.
So that's where those 2 things are. They're they're fairly close. They were on the south side of the island. Most southern side of Galway, but this is kind of around a bit around the north. It's too far through public places for these Volhag to get actually through the town. Doesn't make sense for them to be linked. It's unlike what they're doing.
No, but there's a lot of old things, and
I'm not saying it's any less dangerous. I'm just saying I don't think it's those guys. I think we've got something else going on as well. And I didn't want to run up to the wormhole and tell her this without actually telling you guys, because that's kind of a dick move. As soon as, you're my pack, and, I look out for you guys, and you guys look out for me, and, it's kind of the thing we do.
It's pretty much the thing we do.
Yeah, that's like,
Cracks a side grin. It is, yep. Okay. I mean, you were there on the push in the tunnels. I guess you weren't there the night that she kind of glances over, like, trying to decide whether to guilty dog face it. I asked Chris to take me back to where the massacre happened.
what do you mean?
Well, I wanted to see if I could learn more about the remnants, and you remember what happened to us. There's echoes. And I thought it only makes sense that the echoes will be strongest in the place where more was felt. So I wanted to go back to where Chris grew up, where the Red Stag attacked. Because, I mean, I needed to see if there was something important.
What was I?
I saw it happen. I saw a girl there that I think Chris was courting or starting to before it happened. I saw people in his family. I saw the attack and him and Rory get out with his sister and his mom. But I saw what happened when he walked in. I saw the Blood Queen, or whatever she's called, hold the girl up, and all the blood poured out of her body into her mouth. The girl that Chris is seeing, I think she might have been related to Rory. I think she might have been his sister. But I saw the attack and people getting pulled out. Even John saw something. Apparently the people who tried to escape the Red Stag had them all get on a ship and then he burned it. And John saw it burn. And it was worth doing. It was important to see. I saw the other remnants, I think. I saw the tower. I saw the Lady of Rags. But, it was hard on Chris. So if you do see him, please be kind. He and Daniel led us there because they knew the way. But I didn't know the place has been burned to the foundation. I didn't know where the dining hall was. And when I asked him to tell me where to go, he led me there. And it was hard. It was worse on him than on me.
Alright. Would like to ask though, when am I never not nice to somebody?
I don't think you'd be mean. That's why I'm not saying don't be mean. I'm saying be kind. Be even more kind. She finally sticks her tongue out, like just the tiniest bit, like meh.
Just stick your tongue out to me.
I know it.
Because me. About that, huh?
No, I don't think you'd be unkind.
Yeah. Next time you do this, some kind of shit like this, at least let me know.
I may or may not have a nasty habit of acting on impulse.
Yes, I would never have guessed.
It works out most of the time.
I don't. It does. No. Difference. See, that's the thing. I do exactly the same thing. Difference is I don't get caught.
I mean,
Smiles.
getting caught if I ask them to come with me,
Well, technically a little bit, yes.
and then it's worth being caught.
Eh,
I want to do it alone.
oh no.
And you're always out. Sticks her tongue out again.
And what?
And you're always out.
I'm not always out.
You're most of the time out.
No. Just because you don't know where I am doesn't mean I'm out.
There's a little like side look, like pretty sure you're fucking with me right now. Like the little
What? What you give me that for?
I mean, you must be out an awful lot if you've gotten this much information.
No, I'm just very efficient.
Oh.
Huh?
Well,
Okay,
I'm not going to say I was wrong.
good. Glad. This would feel better, that does. Because I'm Luke Callahan. I sit on my hands all day.
I don't think you sit on your hands all day.
Oh, I don't. I do exactly the opposite. My hands are waving in the air. A lot of things to find. A lot of things out there. So I'll stick my nose in them. I ain't got time to be sitting around anyway.
I definitely appreciate that about you.
What?
Well,
What do you mean?
you just, when you know something's happening, you stick your nose in it. You aren't
Yeah.
afraid to.
If I would be afraid to. What's the worst that's going to happen?
I suppose someone could cut your nose off if you stick it in the wrong place.
I'm not going to cut my nose off. Too quick.
Well, then I guess consult your sources, your secret sources,
My secret sauces, my super secret sauces.
your incredibly secret sources.
Oh yeah, my hot sauces.
What?
Oh, nothing.
She finally sighs and gives her head a little bit of shake. Did you rescue any more errant wildlife since the seal?
What's that supposed to be? Maybe.
Do you need more Gaia's breaths?
No.
Would you like more Gaia's breaths?
I mean, if you're offering, I'm not going to say no.
There's finally a crack of a grin, and yeah, she'll tug out a pair of them and offer.
Yeah, it takes them.
I'm able to make a pretty good amount. Nora finally taught me to make armor talons.
Huh?
The kind that use wind to misdirect. So I'll be working on those. So at least I guess if something goes awry,
Yeah.
we'll be all better off.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, like that. Definitely, especially if you've seen the way I operate. It's not exactly, I like killing things. I like getting shit done. Come from a family of Haroons.
You definitely do.
Just shrugs, smiling.
And as much as I hate to do it without drinking my tea, I'm getting sleepy. Gonna rubs her face. You should have seen. After the last, well, not the last big thing, not the tunnel, but one of the last big things before that. I drank my tea, and I went on a walk, and I figured I'd get home when I started to get sleepy. But I started talking to Daniel, and I passed out on him. And I got to have breakfast with the Mocknessas because he wasn't sure what to do, so he brought me home.
Oh, but was that nice?
It was. Fiona
Good.
was really sweet.
Good.
The alpha, it's very sad.
Well, she had a nice breakfast.
I did. I had a very nice breakfast.
Good. Next time you see him, make sure you tell him I said hi.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay?
Are you on high terms? Like, kind of grinning.
Am I not allowed to say hi to my friend Daniel?
Oh, to Daniel. Oh,
What do you think? What, the alpha? Come on, don't be silly now, Maeve.
sometimes you're silly.
Sometimes I am silly. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I am. Who knows? That's what keeps you guessing.
That is why I had to make sure I was confused.
Yeah, that's why I never see it coming.
I never do.
Nobody does. I'm like a
Lord's pretty
ghost.
funny, though.
Huh?
Order. He's the Alpha's brother. He's funny.
Don't know. Haven't really spoke to him.
I feel like you two would get along famously.
I imagine we probably would.
He's got quite the sense of humor.
Oh, that's good. I also have a sense of humor.
You do? It is something that you both have in common.
Well, look at that.
I thought.
That's it. It's me and my best friend, the water.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, next thing you know, we're picking daisies together.
Don't make light of picking daisies. Very important part of Beltane. How am I supposed to make flower crowns without daisies?
Oh, I know.
Very
But they're
serious
my daisies.
daisy picking.
My daisies.
Oh, I know what you're going to do with the daisies.
What do you think I'm going to do with the daisies?
Make a giant bouquet and take it back to your house.
No, I won't do that with daisies. Thistles.
No daisies?
Oh, yeah, but you can't make a bouquet just out of daisies, you know? It's just kind of like a big shrub.
It is.
They're not very big. They're tiny.
Do thistles have thorns on the stem?
Yes.
Oh. I always thought it would just be the leaves.
I don't know. It's a fucking plant.
She kind of gives a shrug. They're not exactly native to New York, so.
No, but I don't know plants. It's a flower, and I know people like it.
Well, I mean, if you were picking it, I imagine you'd notice if it was stabbing you.
Oh yes, I do know if it's stabbing me. Oh, you gotta beat it out the thistle. You gotta make it submit, and then you pick it.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Oh, you know. Yeah, you wait till you get a fucking trouser snake coming at you.
Whoa! What?
Yeah. Those have got thorns on them. Your fucking trousers. What?
I am not going to try to imagine that
What?
I understand what you're saying.
What?
Mm-mm. Nope.
Oh, they grow near nettles. They got like the long, creepy things, and they get thorns on them. They kind of like snag on the bottom of your trousers, and if you're not careful, they just kind of like rip holes in them. So I wear a lot of jeans. I can't rip holes in jeans. Jeans are tough.
Oh.
Yeah, and they grow on dot leaves as well. A lot of dot leaves.
What?
Dot leaves.
What are those?
It's a dot leaf. It's a leaf.
What makes it different than any other leaf?
It's got dots on it,
Oh.
but it hasn't. No, it's called a dot leaf.
Oh.
So if you get stung by a nettle, so dot leaves always grow near nettles and trouser snakes, but if you get stung by a nettle, you rub a dot leaf on it, and it stops the stinging.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
That's really neat.
Yeah, just be careful though, because dogs piss all over them.
Oh. She just deflates visibly. Like, oh,
What?
that's wonderful. I will make sure I don't get stung by nettles where people walk their dogs.
Oh no, this. Why are you sad about that? This dog is pissing on a flower on a plant. It's got to piss.
Well, yes, but I would rather not be rubbing that on my nettle stings.
We roll around in worm taint and shit when we fight and stuff. I'm pretty sure dog press is not that bad.
That's gross.
I know it's gross, but there's worse things out there.
Well, that doesn't make it not gross. It just means there's worse things.
Yeah, it's got to build up your tolerance. You got to build up your dog piss tolerance, Maeve.
Could I not?
I mean, yes. I mean, that is an option.
I think I'll just not.
I just don't. I mean, I wouldn't.
But you're telling me to?
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're going to do it, I mean, it makes. I mean, I'd be laughing.
She makes a little face at him.
I could probably convince Cara to do it. Do you think?
Absolutely. You could.
Might have to try that.
She's very excitable.
Oh yeah. Maybe even Sean. I think Sean might buy into it.
Oh, don't do it to Sean.
Why not?
Because he's...
A grumpy bastard that needs to learn how to smile every so often. I know.
Yeah, that.
And if he starts smiling as he's beating my face into a tree, then I've done my job.
I guess. Oh. Alright, I
Go to bed. Come
don't
on.
continue. But,
Bed. Sleep.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, do it.
So,
Don't worry, I'll be here.
well, good.
Or not. Who knows?
I'll just say I have something that needs grinding into dust. I'm sure you will appear.
Don't know. I'm like Schrodinger's Seamus.
You really are.
When the door is closed, I could be in here and I could not.
That's very true.
There you go. It's a bit of philosophy for you.
She smiles and eases up off the bed finally. She does look kind of... You know, she's getting them sleepy eyes. Well, I hope I'll see you tomorrow. Or the next day. Or the next day. Smiling.
Probably. Just gotta keep an eye out.
I will.
Could just always ask.
I will do that too.
People seem to be very afraid of asking me things.
I don't know why I didn't think to use the link, but the
Yeah,
juice
yeah.
box thing was pretty funny, so...
I'm quite an open person. I'm not going to hide things from you, apart from my juice boxes. They're mine. Fuck you.
I will be fine with tea.
That's all right. You keep your tea.
I will.
Yeah?
And you can keep your juice boxes.
Oh, damn right I will. I know Cara's after them. I've seen her looking at me. She's after them, I tell you. I know it.
Oh, she is.
Ah, yeah, see? Look at that.
She said as much. She kept asking where you were hiding them.
Just never find them.
Never in a million years.
Never find them.
Alright. Well, good night, Seamus.
Vinay?
Yeah, there's a little sleepy, wavy wave, and she starts, toddles towards the door.
He just brightly smiles.
Yeah, thankfully she's kind of dopey. She's getting sleepy, but at least she seems pretty even keel at the moment. So, just happy little sleepy smile and lets herself out. Would you like to call it here?
Yes.